everyone! Okay, so today I'm going to be doing my first Halloween look of the year. It's very exciting. It's going to be kind of like a Cleopatra inspired look. The way I approach Halloween is kind of like a DIY, typically last minute thing. So it is inspired by the whole Elizabeth Taylor look, but definitely with my own personal spin. So it's not like a cosplay thing or whatever. It's more like a LeighAnn Halloween style thing. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Obviously I've done this eye and I've done my foundation and concealer and bronzer already, but I didn't think that really added to the specific look, so I already did that, but I'll list all the products down below. I am going to be doing lips and blush, and I got a wig, and I got some accessories, and I really hope you guys like it. And yeah, here we go. First, I'm going to be using one of the Maybelline Color Tattoo eyeshadow primers. This one's just a beige color. You could definitely also use blue. I didn't use blue because I don't have blue. Duh. Now to start my eyeshadow, I am using one of the Fergie Wet n Wild palettes. This one's called Shades of the Hamptons. I'm not sure if it's available all the time, but when I was looking through my collection for blue eyeshadows, I was really surprised by how many I had. So maybe you'll be surprised too. You just have to work with what you got, and this is what I'm doing. I'm using the lighter color towards the inner corner and then the darker color towards the outer corner, and I'm just like patting it on and kind of blending at the same time. I'm using one of the e.l.f. C brushes just to kind of pack it on. It looks crazy, but it's gonna be okay. Next, I'm using a matte blue. This one's also Wet n Wild, and I'm using that same eyeshadow brush just to kind of pack it on all over the lid. It's more or less just kind of like blending with color. And now I'm using a clean brush to actually blend it up to the brow bone almost. You don't want your brow bone to be blue, but get it up there. Now is kind of the tricky part, or at least it's the tricky part for me. It's definitely the trickiest part of this look. I'm putting a liquid eyeliner all the way along my lash line. I am keeping it pretty thin all the way into the inner corner, and then I'm winging it out. But this is no everyday winged eyeliner. Cleopatra meant business, and so did her eyeliner. So I'm getting crazy with it. And basically what I did was aim for the end of my eyebrow. And so I kind of just flicked it up there. Obviously, you can get creative and artistic with this like I did, and I added some fancy little dots for fanciness sake. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Now I'm using a pencil liner, and I'm using it to tightline and then also running it along my lower lash line. Now I am setting that with a matte black eyeshadow, so I'm running that all under my lash line, and then I'm also going over the liquid liner to make it more opaque and matte. Now I'm using a nude liner pencil on my inner rim just to brighten the eyes. Now I'm going back with some mascara. I'm using Benefit They're Real because it's kind of amazing, and I'm doing my upper and lower lashes, complete with the crazy face. Now I'm doing brows, and I'm using the darkest color in my brow kit, and I probably could have used black since my wig is black, but I don't know. I went for the darkest one, and I went kind of wild with them. I made them really opaque and really shapely, but I also went in and blended just a little bit with a spoolie. Now it's time for lashes. I'm using these Demi Wispies, and I kind of cut off almost half of them. So they're kind of like half lashes, so they're a lot easier to deal with. You can obviously use whichever false lashes you're most comfortable with, and you can also skip the step altogether. Now it's time for blush. I'm using TheBalm's Hot Mama blush. It's a really pretty peachy, goldy, shimmery, I don't know, it's gorgeous. Now for the lips, I'm using the Jordana Twist and Shine Balm Stain in Terra Crave. I felt like this was just kind of like a brownie pink that was, I don't know, I thought it said Cleopatra. Here I'm just adding one more coat of mascara just to kind of bond the real and the fake together, and I'm pretty much done. Well, the makeup's done, and so I'm all happy and silly, and I don't know, I like it. And now it's time for the accessories. This is my little snake. It's hissing at you. And here is my wig. It is crazy, and it's got some braids and bangs, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's also kind of like Rick James. I don't know. I didn't think of that first. Anyway, I kind of like it. The bangs look funky. It's a very wonky wig, but that's what Halloween's about, right? I'm also adding this little tiara kind of thing. I don't know if it's completely necessary, but I think it adds a little something. It kind of squeezes my brain a lot, but the overall look is pretty cute. I think the hairspray also really helped the bangs. Overall, I really like it, and I hope you do too. Alright, and we're done. I can't decide if I like the whole look with or without the little tiara thing. It's a little bit too small for my head, so I feel like it makes me look like a cone head, but whatever. I think it's pretty cool with or without. It's always wonky. It's Halloween. You got a wonky wig on. Those are the rules. I'm going to try to show you my dress like briefly. I'll try to insert a picture as well, but I mean it was my old homecoming dress, believe it or not, but it's just like black with like gold sequins. Look, it's kind of scandalous. I can't believe I wore this in high school. It is what it is. You just gotta be like gold and black, and I got my little turquoisey blue nails that match my eyeshadow, my crazy Mimi eyeshadow. You could easily turn this into a Mimi from Drew Carey show look. Don't do it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did. I tried really hard. And if you have any comments or questions or whatever, I'd love to hear. Comment down below. You can also hit me up on Instagram or Twitter or Tumblr or Facebook. And this wig is getting in my mouth. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I upload about 2 times a week, and I'd love for you to watch. If you have subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone. I just got a couple like pretty simple things, I think. I got this shirt. It's like a tank, simple Pugsley tank. I like it. Pugsley from the Addams Family. Get with it.